All right, day 3 on the build of Night Thunder. So we need to secure everything that is not secured so that we can drive the car or the bus to the car wash. Got to get the outside all cleaned up. It's been sitting for a couple of years, so I'd like to get that cleaned up so that we can hopefully not get it called in as an abandoned vehicle or something. Additionally, at the car wash, I'm going to go ahead and clear out the underbus storage bays and rinse those out so we can get all the dirt out, because that is where we're going to be storing the batteries. Which we got the controller for today. It's a solar charge controller, MPPT, and inverter all in one. I will show you guys that when I get that set up. Here we go. All right, first damage on the bus. We need to secure everything that is not secured. I had some stuff that I didn't secure well enough that flew down when I stopped and shattered that door and busted the door handle. So, time to fix the door handle so I can get out of the main door, and then I guess I will be replacing the glass. I can't get this thing open. Can't get it apart. I guess it's a good thing there's an emergency exit. Okay.
What would you like to order?
Can I have some Twizzlers, please?
Twizzlers? Here you go.
Oh, thank you. This is the best restaurant ever. What is the name of the restaurant? Night Thunder Cafe? Highly recommend. 5-star, would go again.
Let's play a sparkle ball, said Goldie. I played it at my last sleepover.
So, day 4. I started doing the electrical system yesterday. However, I realized that one of the Amazon packages I was supposed to get that included my crimpers did not come. So, I'm going to go ahead and get working on that today. All right. So currently we have 4 12-volt deep cycle sealed lead acid batteries. They're 115 amp hours each, which means we're going to be connecting them in series and parallel to get 24 volts, 230 amp hours. So let's get connecting. There are 2 different ways to connect multiple batteries together, series and parallel. One of these will affect voltage, while the other will affect capacity. The first way is series. Imagine the batteries being connected end to end, like when you put multiple batteries into a flashlight. When you connect batteries in series, you're adding the voltage of each battery together to get the total voltage. The other way to connect them is parallel. In parallel, the batteries are connected side by side, all into one endpoint. When you connect them in parallel, the voltage stays the same, but the capacity, measured in amp hours, increases. We will be connecting the batteries with both series and parallel, so I will have 2 sets of 2 batteries. Each set will be connected in parallel, meaning we'll be increasing the capacity from 115 amp hours to 230 amp hours. Then each of those 2 sets is going to be connected in series, bringing it from 12 to 24 volts. There are a few reasons I'm running this in 24 volts instead of 12. Part of it is that some of my appliances, like my Philips Hue smart lights, require 24 volts to run. The other reason is that it's actually cheaper to run it this way. When you run 24 volts, you're actually dropping the amps in half, which means that you are able to use thinner wires. It's the final crimp down, which is a good thing because my crimp tool is literally falling apart. Yeah. All right, time to hook it up and hope that I don't blow up the bus. I also added in my battery shutoff switch, so I'm going to turn that off to be safe while I hook this up. Let me check my diagram one last time, and then we will turn this on. All right, everything looks good. So let's turn this on and... Back to the drawing board. I spoke too soon. It just booped at me. All right. 25.2 volts. This is exciting. So I've got everything hooked up for DC power from the battery into my charge controller. Next, I do have a AC circuit breaker. However, I don't have the actual circuits for that yet. I need to grab those from Home Depot. So in the meantime, I'm just hooking up one single circuit of the house directly into it so we can test it out and see if it works. Let's find out. All right, moment of truth. We're gonna turn on the batteries, turn on the box, give that a moment to boot up. There we go. Inverter is on. It's hooked up to just one circuit. Let's jump inside, plug something in, and see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in this. Let's see if it works. Oh, we have power. We have power. All right, time to hook up some more stuff. Something that I found very helpful in projects like this is to make sure that I test it out between every single stage. That way, I'm not stuck at the end after completing multiple steps, wondering what messed it up. Okay, so here's what I've done, is I've gone ahead and added these two bus bars, one on the positive, one on the negative, after the battery disconnect. I still need to heat shrink all of these. And what that does is that's going to allow me to connect other loads onto this, including what's going to be a 24 volt and 12 volt DC fuse box. Let's actually test it first, make sure all the connections are still good. Give that a few moments and it should pop right on. There we go. We are powered. Time to install my first device. So change of plans. It looks like, I don't know what is going on here. So the last owner has wiring run through the bus. Turns out there is one running up to that fan. However, it has 3 wires for some reason. Even though it should just be a regular 12 volt 2-wire cable. So I need to figure that out to see if there's just some third wire. What I might do is, if the third wire is unused, but everything's already up there anyway, I am running 12 and 24 volt circuits. So I might go ahead and use one of the colors if it's 12 volts as the live wire or the positive wire, and another color if it's 24 volts. That way I always know when I'm hooking something up what circuit I'm hooking it to, and I don't run the risk of frying any electronics. I'm gonna try this with something a little less power intensive. Hey Ava, come here. I need you to plug this into that for me. What do you think is gonna happen?
I can't.
Look at the Google.
What? Google.
We have power. High five.
Google.
Goober. All right, this is exciting.
Google.
Can you tell she likes Google?
Google.
All right, next step. I have connected my AC input just to a regular 110 cable, and eventually I will have that go to a receptacle on this side of the bus. But for now, I'm just going to be plugging in directly with an extension cord. All right, that is it for today. My landlord is insistent that I don't park the bus here unless I am loading and unloading stuff. I don't think that he can legally have it towed, but just to be safe, I'm going to go find somewhere to park it overnight and while I'm at work tomorrow, and then I'll bring it back home and get some more stuff done. Here we go. Alright, that is not bad for my first parking lot park job, and I'm pretty impressed that it fits so perfectly within 2 spots. I'm definitely getting a lot more comfortable driving this monstrosity. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining, and we'll see you next time.